all this excitement has really got me thinking about forming a team of my own. Spider-Man and his astonishing pals. His stupendous companions. I'm circling it, I know.
You're starting to put me to shame, Hunter. Nice work.
Getting reports from all 5 boroughs. More Hydra troopers with fangs. Talk about making a bad thing worse.
I've tried tracking down what they're up to.
Find anything?
Nothing that could still speak.
I may know somebody who could help.
No offense. This isn't exactly friendly neighborhood stuff. Not sure your contacts will be much help.
He's not that friendly.
Who?
He's also not one of the bad guys.
Who exactly?
A physician of sorts. Look, do you want to figure this out or not?
Morbius.
Blade.
You've met? Gotta admit, I've never seen a vampire feed on another vampire.
I felt it.
One time. I bit you one time. It wasn't fun for me either. You taste like an old barbell.
There's a cat fight joke in here somewhere, but I can't figure it out. Look, Dr. Morbius, we need your help. Someone is turning Hydra troopers into vampires. We don't know why or what they want.
According to the creature I just ate, they're after my research. I can tarry no longer. I must return to my lab before they...
You're going nowhere.
Don't have a hissy fit. It was right in front of me. Maybe we can help each other out. So, where is his lab?
You get used to the stench.
I never do.
Wait, where? You were right, Doc. We shouldn't have tarried.
I see you've located the doctor. I hope he's feeling cooperative.
I think we're all on the same page here. Common enemy, the greater good. Everyone gets it, right?
Of course.
We'll see.
terminology is a little rusty, but didn't the Hydra originally have 9 heads?
You've left me.
You should never have come here.
I'll make quick work of you.
Who's next?
Okay, that was pretty cool. Comes the heat.
I've never been to the sun, but this is close enough.
Looks like it's up to me.
This won't take. Is this what you had hoped for?
I smell
Position compromised. Arm Alpha reinforcing.
These things are hardly worthy of being classified as vampires. Not that I'm overly protective of the title.
That didn't stop you from feeding on them.
You know as well as I do, Blade. Your thirst, my hunger. We can only fight it for so long.
Some of us tried harder than others.
Oh, you think I haven't tried to end this?
I think you don't mind that you failed.
You're in trouble now.
Spider kids got moved.
I doubt they were expecting such resistance.
All my work lost.
What kind of work, Doc? This is twisted.
Thought he was one of the good guys.
I said he was not one of the bad guys.
Knowledge has no inherent morality. This is science.
Tell it to them.
They'll be fine. Eventually.
What exactly are you doing here, Dr. Morbius?
Research. A gamma serum flows through the blood of these Hydra soldiers, augmenting their capabilities. It inspired me to concoct a prototype sample, a serum of my own. I thought it might dampen the effects of the sunlight on my abilities, but its protective qualities were far more effective than I expected.
Whoa. Are we talking...
Daywalker in a file. Morbius, tell me it doesn't work.
Not yet. The prototype sample needs time to fully mature. But it's gone, along with all my notes. I'll have to start over.
Looks like they're back for seconds.
Nah, they have the sample. They want to take out the only competition in town.
Then we shall dissuade them.
Cannot allow them to destroy my work. Protect my equipment.
You left out some important details of your research, Doc.
Some things are better left unsaid, but it was all necessary.
Watch close. You kissed the mother with that mouth?
You should have been more careful.
You can still run away. I promise we won't chase you.
That's one hell of a move.
Coming at you.
I'll put this to good use. About time.
This one's for you!
Hail Hydra!
That won't do it all.
Reinforcements. Good. I knew you couldn't be trusted, Morbius. Hydra or not, this is wrong.
The work Hydra has done with gamma injection is too profound to ignore.
So you've been using them as some kind of guinea pigs? Sounds a little unethical, Doc.
As opposed to the gentle treatment you and your friends give them.
Big difference.
Now remember. Now let that be a lesson.
Oh, this should be good! Probably best if you stay down.
Good. I could use some more practice.
If my research here can help you defeat Hydra, and I've removed some of them from the front lines in the process, I don't see the harm.
Heroes usually stand against human experimentation and false imprisonment. Because it's, evil.
Rarely have I ever been accused of being a hero. But your words are strong.
At least you get to take a nap. Ooh, I like it!
Your master must be so proud.
On Beta, moving into position.
I don't think you've changed at all, Morbius. You're just lucky I'm working with the Sons again.
As opposed to what?
Me leaving you here with your experiments. Permanently.
Maybe we can all hug this out later. That armor must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble. Just the boost I needed. Maybe, I don't know, you should have asked Lilith for cooler outfits?
no further, abomination.
Okay, it's cool. Morbius is with us now.
With us?
You would bring a vampire into the Abbey?
Well, he's not a vampire. Not exactly.
If he was, he'd be dust.
He became this way because of an experiment gone wrong, not a bite from a vamp. He's his own master, right, Doc?
If I may, there are few judges of character better than Spider-Man.
Back me up here, Blade.
As much as I hate to admit it, we could probably use his help. This once.
So, another vampire-ish teammate. Good thing I have a fang-proof turtleneck.
In the scope of things, I suppose a few months isn't much, but I'm always amazed at how quickly we lose track of time.
I should set up my lab sooner than later. Spider-Man told me the forge is roomy and bickery. Hunter, was it? Thank you for not making a bigger deal about my arrival. I know my presence unnerves many.
You surprised me earlier, and I do not like surprises. But any friend of Peter is a friend of mine.
I am relieved to hear it. You have a wonderful home and a great many resources. I look forward to making use of them.
How do you think you will help?
I am the world's foremost authority on vampire physiology. Blade knows a great deal about vampire rituals, habits, and social order, but he doesn't understand their biology.
Why should that matter?
In a sense, you could say Blade can take a vampire apart, but he can't put one back together.
I do not want to put vampires back together.
Oh, of course not. Let me put it like this. If you understand the structure of an organism, you'll know its weak points, where to push so it falls apart. This is what I offer you.
Then let me officially welcome you to the Midnight Suns.
You will not regret this. Now, can you show me where we keep the prisoners? I would like to feast.
What?
Only kidding. I think you'll be happy to know that I've actually already started researching vampire biology.
That sounds like good news.
Unfortunately, I also have bad news. I've been tinkering with a prototype gamma serum that suppresses the effects of sunlight on vampiric membranes. The vampires have taken that from me.
Then we must take it back.
That is why I'm here. And I would love to get back to that research. Unless you have further need of me.
I want to know a little more about you first.
Naturally. I am an open book.
Who were you before you became a vampire?
I was born with a rare, degenerative blood condition. My disease would have proven fatal if I had not taken matters into my own hands and experimented on my body using vampire bat DNA. I cured myself, but there were side effects.
You seem to know Blade and Spider-Man well. What is your impression of them?
When I first became the living vampire, I struggled with my baser instincts. It took me a while to maintain control over my appetite. Spider-Man and Blade were the first two heroes I encountered, and they protected many innocent people from my wrath.
You mean they fought you?
Yes. But I am grateful because they encouraged me to become a better man. Though I wish Blade's approach hadn't been nearly so ferocious.
I would like to know more about your capabilities.
Like a traditional vampire, I possess enhanced strength, speed, and acute senses. An accelerated healing factor allows me to bounce back from otherwise mortal injuries. And while I cannot fly in the traditional sense, I have the psionic ability to glide over great distances.
Do you share other vampiric weaknesses?
One of the advantages of being a living vampire is that I do not have those Achilles heels. I could drink holy water all day, and a silver bullet stings like a lead one. One slight exception is daylight. I do not burn under the sun, but my eyes are sensitive to the light, and my powers are somewhat dampened during the daytime.
I have heard you called a living vampire. What does that mean?
It means that, unlike most vampires, I have a pulse.
How is this possible?
Most vampires are tied to the supernatural realm. They are undead creatures. My gifts are a boon of science. I am wholly unique in that way. Quite literally a freak of nature.
Do you have to consume blood like any other vampire?
Regrettably, not only do I need to consume human blood, I crave it. But you do not need to worry. I keep my cravings in check these days, and only feed on those who prey on others.
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
It could be nice to have another scientist in the Forge.
I'm the first guy who'll tell you not to judge a book by its cover, but a few of Morbius's pages are stuck together. I can't say more. Gotta keep it T-rated.
If Morbius is anything like Blade, I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Now I'm not the only one here who tried to kill Spider-Man. Is it weird that makes me feel good?
So Blade trusts Morbius? A vampire? Huh. Where are the flying pigs?
Blade warned me about Morbius, but I trust your judgment on this, Hunter.
Huh. I thought this place had already filled its quota for brooding weirdos.
Getting to know Blade has been nice. Maybe Morbius won't be so bad. Anything else on your mind?
What happens if Hydra successfully replicates Morbius's prototype sample?
Sun-proof vampires seem like a bad idea for all involved.
Maybe not for the vampires.
For now, it's just a scary theory. Even if it works, there could be side effects, like new breed vampires bursting into flame upon contact with oxygen. Yeah, wishful thinking, but prototypes can be unpredictable. Just to ask Hank Pym about Ultron.
Thanks, Carol.
See ya. The Midnight Suns seem to attract people with complicated histories. Huh. Maybe Morbius belongs here.
Thanks for giving Morbius a shot, Hunter. I hope I didn't abuse your trust. Sorry we didn't give you a heads up before. You know, about bringing a vampire into the Abbey. It all happened kind of fast.
Are you sure we can trust Morbius?
Yeah. Morbius has his demons, but he's a teddy bear. A snarly teddy bear. With fangs. But there's stuffing in there, somewhere.
This is not helping your argument.
What I'm trying to say is that Morbius has a good heart. And exceptionally good blood.
Good blood?
Yeah. Whatever Morbius did to transform his body infused the heme in his blood with curative properties. I'd love to help him study it further, if I ever have the time. Since we're fighting new breed vampires, we'd do well to have a living vampire in our corner.
As long as Morbius is around, Hunter, you better watch your back and your front.
Blade, are you actually comfortable with Morbius living here?
Comfortable? I'll never be comfortable around that monster. But if I'm being generous, he could be useful.
I am grateful to have another able warrior on our side.
You sound like Peter. Naive.
What exactly is your history with Morbius?
I don't like getting into that.
But the two of you have fought before. What makes you think we can trust him now?
I never said we could trust him. If that man loses control to his bloodthirst, I'll end him myself. But the vampires are using his experiments against us. We need him to clean up his own mess.
So Morbius is just a tool to you?
Call it whatever you want. I call it practical. Hunter.
Doctor, meet the doctor. Now the Abbey has as many PhDs as you'd find on your average golf course.
We've met. Dr. Morbius. So good to see you again.
Doctor Strange, still patrolling the spiritual realm, I see. I'd love to get set up as quickly as possible in here. Start learning the lay of the land so I can help out.
Well, set up your little test tubes anywhere you'd like. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
And there are several mystical artifacts in here that no one should look at directly.
Don't look and don't touch. You really know how to make a colleague feel at home. Checking in on me already, Hunter? I haven't had time to get into trouble.
You can never be sure.
I suppose. What can I do for you?
Never mind. I will let you settle in.
Happy to talk anytime.
Tony, what is your impression of Morbius?
Well, we've never actually met, but Strange talks highly of him.
I am uncomfortable inviting a vampire to live in the Abbey.
Hey, I know what you mean. Half the people on my board of directors are vampires. Not literal bloodsuckers, but they definitely try to sink their teeth into you. Or your pocketbook.
Maybe.
The guy's a freak, no doubt. But every genius is. You should have seen half my professors back at MIT. Or that Tony Stark guy who's always in the news. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I've read a few of Morbius's papers on DNA manipulation, and it's years ahead of anyone else. He could be a valuable asset.
So, you think we can trust him?
Well, I never said that. But he could be useful.
Stephen, have you worked with Morbius before?
Oh, yes. He is a formidable ally. He once assisted me in a battle against a Fear Lord from the Dream Dimension.
Fear Lords are powerful foes.
Yes, it was a boisterous battle, so I was pleased to have Morbius at my side. Undoubtedly, he will be a favorable ally against Lilith as well.
So you have no reservations about letting him stay in the Abbey?
None at all. As long as he doesn't grow too hungry, we'll all be fine.
Wait, what should we do if he gets hungry?
We should all be on guard.
Stephen, I need details.
As with any vampire, he could lose control and eat every one of us, but I do not think that will happen.
We aren't running a home for wayward vampires, Hunter. I hope you know what you're doing.
You seem calmer than usual.
That happens when you cast aside petty hatreds.
You are Blade. You are the guy who hates vampires.
Oh, I still hate vampires. But destroying them is more of a vocation than a reckless drive slowly consuming everything I once held dear.
Are you okay?
All right, I've been talking to Carol about how deep-seated hatred can grind you down. I've read Nietzsche, I get it. But she made a good point. In her time with the Kree, some of her colleagues hated entire species. It made them predictable, dulled their edge.
Categorical hatred? What a stupid concept.
Harsher than she put it, but yeah. All I'm saying is, I'm trying to separate who they are from what they do. I don't know if I can, but I need to try.
Sure, but I still hate Lilith.
Does hating her define you? Who are you gonna be when she's gone?
I have wanted to answer that question my whole life.
That's a good start. How about that? Earth's mightiest hero got me thinking about the future.
A future with her?
No. Maybe. Didn't expect to have that much fun.
Hunter?
The hunter stalks its prey.
Salutations, Hunter.
Oh, you are gonna love this. Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? This is some of my best work. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Hydra is already experimenting with more of those charges Faustus created. We need to put a stop to their little test.
Ready when you are.
Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
Consider it done. Your loyalty to the Mother of Demons will be your undoing.
I've been waiting. You should never have come here. Don't cross my path again.
I like it!
That's one charge down, but you're not out of the woods yet.
Here we go!
The power in your blood is soon to be ours.
Sure, just do whatever the last guy did.
They will not last much longer at this rate. Let us see if they have an answer for this. Servants of Lilith. I feel stronger already. You can thank me later. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently she is promiscuous. not bother running.
I'm constantly reminded why I should be grateful we became allies. What did you expect?
We can smell the power in your veins. We will not be denied.
You must not realize what you've done.
It is good to be back in the fight.
I do feel pretty amazing. Size.
Restore our strength.
It must be tough losing all the time. For like decades. Okay, that was awesome.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.